Welcome to Centerforce University. Today we're going to talk about how to properly brake in your clutch. In other words, how to seat it in order to get the most life out of your new clutch assembly. The best way to seat a clutch is a good number of stop and go miles. You want about 450 to 500 road miles, not highway miles, but normal city driving. You want to cycle that clutch as often as possible without putting too much heat into it, and don't apply full power. So in a nutshell, the best way to seat a clutch is normal everyday driving, not installing your brand new clutch and then immediately hitting the drag strip or the autocross track. Let's take a look at a couple of examples of a clutch that's been seated improperly and one that has not. Now with this clutch disc, you can see there are lighter areas where the friction material has contacted the flywheel. There are also darker areas where the friction material hasn't even started touching the flywheel yet. As the clutch wears, you want something that looks like this, which indicates that the clutch has been properly seated. Now if you take a look at this clutch disc, you'll notice that the friction material has kind of a shine or a glaze to it. Now what likely happened here is that the user installed the clutch and then immediately went racing or something similar. They actually glaze the friction material, which hardens it and reduces the amount of holding capacity that the clutch is designed to have. This is an example of one of our racing clutch discs, but the same glazing principle applies. You see how shiny this is? This definitely reduces holding capacity. It's somewhat similar to walking on a freshly polished epoxy floor versus textured concrete. You're going to have a lot more grip on that textured concrete than you would on that slippery epoxy floor. Now when you do this, like on a standard 10.5-inch Chevy clutch for example, you lose about 100 to 150 foot-pounds of holding capacity. And that's why seating a clutch is so important. Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out centerforce.com or visit us on Facebook or Instagram.